Hey, everyone, this is Phil from Walmart Redline Truckin coming at you. It is Thursday night. Yeah. Woo! What a day I had. What a day. Hey, I left you last night. I was in Williams, and I was overnighting on the street by the Loves, right across the street from Loves, or in the same street, whatever. Got up, got going, and went in Red Bluff. On my way to Red Bluff, got my dispatch. Listened to the dispatch. It's like one store. I'm like, one store. I don't ever really expect a whole lot out of Red Bluff, more than one store, but it is what it is, right? I mean, they are a GM DC, and they generally will load up one trailer for one location. Sometimes they do two trailers for the same location. One is a 2 o'clock trailer, or due by 2 o'clock, and the other one is a 4 o'clock trailer, due by 4 o'clock, and off they go. All right, so I got the arrive and drop, then the hook there in Red Bluff, and then off to Sparks, Nevada is where this trailer was going. And so good mileage, right? I mean, it was about 70 miles from Williams to the DC, and then another 200 plus miles, 260, 270 miles to Sparks from Red Bluff. And Sparks, the store, I've never been to, so I had to look it up. And I looked in our ELD system as well to see what comments are in there. And it said to enter off the one street and then go between Kohl's and Walmart in order to access the docks. Which, you know, I mean, I was looking on Google Maps and I'm like, well, I could probably make this turn here and come around the backside. But then I read that and I'm like, okay, well, I can do that too. And so I listened to the directions, and I don't know what the other way looks like because I didn't go that way, but it was pretty easy. You come in, you make a left onto the street that goes up into the, because these two stores, Kohl's and Walmart, are kind of raised up off the street, off of Paradise. Is it Paradise? Yeah, I think it was Paradise. And so you kind of drive uphill to get on into this parking lot, and make a left at the store, make a right, and go to the back of the docks. Well, there's 3 docks for the GM, and every single dock had a trailer. Well, try to get on my radio, try to talk to the folks there, and I got no response. I could hear them talking, I could hear somebody talking, but I didn't get any response from the receivers. So I parked and went in and knocked on the door. They opened it up. Okay, which trailer's empty? Do you have an empty trailer? Or are you working all of them? And the coach said, nope, the one on the far left, closest to the building, would be the empty one. And there's a lot of space out there in the back dock area for this store. And so I just aligned my loaded trailer up, uncoupled, went coupled to the other one, pulled it alongside the other one, and then backed the other ones just back in and backed it in straight, and coupled back up to my empty and did my pre-trip, and off I went. On my way there, though, I talked about it last night. I got a little bit of sprinkles last night, but today it was pouring. It was pouring coming across the Donner Pass, and really coming down hard. It was kind of like a Forrest Gump hard, right? You just didn't know which way the rain was coming from. It was coming from all different directions, it looked like, at some point. And then it just stopped and cleared up. And especially when you got over on the other side into Nevada, it really just cleared out. And they're just a very clear day. Still cloudy, but no rain. And so from that Sparks store, I was to go to McCarran. And so on my way, after I dropped that trailer and started on my way to McCarran, I got my next dispatch. And it's a reefer. So 2 stores in the San Jose area. So, all right. I already took 1 meal on the way there. Still need to take another meal. And so I got there into McCarran right around 6:25 or 6:20-ish, 6:25. Found a spot to park my trailer and went straight to meal. Get the meal out of the way. And went in, used the bathroom, grabbed a couple things, grabbed my paperwork, went back out, got to my trailer, came off meal, and started my pre-trip. So in the video title, it says, "Would you take this trailer? What would you do?" So I'm putting the picture up over me right now just so you can see it. What would you do? You see that? Yeah. That cut, that slice is about 1 inch long, and it's all the way down to the cord. I don't know if you guys can see that in the pictures, but I'm already coupled to it. Took pictures of it. I marked it so that when I got over to the shop, I knew where it was. And so I took it over to the shop. And I didn't want to take it. Showed the shop. It wasn't even an argument. It wasn't even a discussion. They saw it. All right. Can you uncouple from it so we can change it for you? Boom. The pit crew did their job. And I literally uncoupled, went and fueled my tractor, came back and parked, and they were just about done. I mean, NASCAR pit crew has nothing on these guys. You know, they're changing this trailer tire in, very short order. And thank you guys. I appreciate that. But I just want to ask people, hey, would you have taken that? Be honest. You're like, oh, I gotta go. I just want to get back on road. I don't want to sit here and take this to the shop and then fight with the shop. And would you try to limp it down the road for a little while? The whole time wondering whether it's gonna cause a problem. I just don't feel comfortable with that. So I'm glad I didn't have to argue with them. they just did it. They saw it. They knew. It's all the way down to the cord inside. We used to teach our drivers when we're checking tires. No abrasions, bulges, cuts, right? ABCs. No exposed cord or fabric. Well, I could see the cord inside was cut. It's about ready to pop. It's one of those, it may or may not kind of pop, right? Well, I don't want to take it and it may pop. Because when it does pop, I'll be fine, hopefully, right? There's 3 other tires back there, plus the other 4 on the other side. I don't think it's going to cause me to spin out. However, what about people around me when that thing goes? Yeah. I got to think about them and their safety. So I didn't take it. Not that way. They changed it and I got a brand new tire and off I went. It sucked because now I was trying to get here a little bit earlier so I could shut down earlier so I could save time for Sunday. As it is, I didn't get a chance to save as much time. Now, I could have stopped earlier and saved more time. I could have stopped in Nyack and really saved some good time. But I pushed on and went to Sacramento. So I visited 3 of our TCs in one day. Red Bluff, then to McCarran, and now I'm in Sac. And I have some things to do here, and plus I wanted to get a shower, and you can't really get a shower in Nyack, so I just wanted to come here. And yeah. So now here I am. Now, on my way here, I get a message. We all got the message. But a message comes across. And it's the management in McCarran letting drivers know that if they're heading eastbound and they haven't actually started down the pass yet, they might want to reconsider shutting down wherever they're at. And the reason being is there's an accident on 80 eastbound. And I'm like, oh good, accident on the other side. I'm heading westbound, so I'm golden. Alright. It was bad. I actually saw the accident. I didn't see it happen, but I saw it. And it was a bad accident. And yeah, it's going to take a while to clean it up. At that location, and I'm going to mispronounce the name of the exit, but Farad, Farad, I think it's right around that exit. And close to that exit. I'm not sure if it was exactly right there by that exit. But right after I got the message, shortly after I got the message anyway, I'm coming around the corner and wham, it's right there. And you can't miss it. There was carnage. I don't know what else to say. It just looked like carnage. And I can't tell how many vehicles were involved for sure. But there was at least 2 tractors and 2 trailers. And one of those trailers was completely blocking both lanes because there's only 2 lanes. It's blocking the entire roadway. And the other one was pushed up against the center median. And it was bad. I don't know. Hopefully everybody's okay. But like I said, it was raining on my way there. And then I went to Sparks and McCarran. So that rain was going that direction. And like I said, it was pretty heavy rain. So the road was wet. It wasn't raining at the time. And the accident happened just 5 minutes before I got there, maybe. Somewhere right around there. I mean, it wasn't very long because first responders were still responding to the accident. And so it wasn't very long that the accident had been there. But again, John commented to my video last night about, he tells other drivers that we are the captain of the ship. And he is absolutely correct. As the driver, you are the captain of this ship. And the captain of the ship needs to know when to port and get out of that rough sea. Because if you don't bring it into port, you might not be coming into port. So know your limits. Know when to just say, I'm done. The miles, the way I see it, I'm going to get the miles one way or the other. If it's today, if it's not today, it's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to get those miles. Because I already got the load on me. Or I got the trailer with the dispatch telling me to go there. So I'm going to get the miles. So learn to say, it's done. I'm done for the day. Like I said, I could have stopped in Nyack. But I pushed through. There wasn't any reason not to. I mean, the weather was good enough where I can drive. It wasn't raining. It was sprinkling a little bit here and there, and the ground was still wet, but it wasn't bad. But I pushed through to get here. Now, if it was really, really bad, that decision might have changed. And I might have said, nope, you know what? Nyack is where I want to be tonight. Right? So we've got to make that choice. And hopefully you make the right one. But I'm more interested in knowing whether you guys would have taken that trailer or not with that tire. So leave a comment and be honest. Now, I got lucky, meaning I do a pretty thorough pre-trip, but I don't go into my tractor, move forward a foot or two to check the bottom part of my tire. So if that slit or that cut was at the bottom of the tire or where it was on the ground, I wouldn't have seen it. So there was some luck involved in me finding that cut in the tire. But as I used to tell my students, ABCs, abrasions, bulges, or cuts. And then people would go with the DE as well. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, the DE. No dry rot, right? And no exposed cord or fabric. So, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Somebody would call bulges bubbles or bulges. Cuts, and it definitely was cut. exposed cord or fabric. Yes, I had exposed cord, and it was cut. So I wasn't gonna take it, and especially, you know, as deep as it was. Now, if it wasn't as deep, if I couldn't see cord or fabric, then I probably would have taken it. But the way it was, that was a good laceration requiring stitches. And it wasn't going to be my stitches. So they changed it out for me. So that was a good thing. Alright guys, this is the infomercial time. Again, if you're thinking about Walmart's doing real well for me. Again, you can tell my positive attitude. I enjoy it here. I've got a couple of my buddies that are still in my old company, and they keep trying to hit me up. Hey, come back, come back, come back. We need you back in your old position. And my go-to answer to them is, are you hiring drivers off the street? I am not coming back to my old position. And I don't think the company would be willing to meet my what did I say? My standards, my I won't say ultimatum, but what I would be telling them I'd come back for. And but I'm very happy here, and I'm glad I made the choice. And if you're looking for Walmart, I know there's not a whole lot of info out there. That's why I started these videos. But take a look at my videos. You'll see I've stayed positive the whole time. Yeah, there's going to be a bad day here and a bad day there. But who doesn't have that? So if you're looking at Walmart, Phillip Delk, driver number 40346, give it a shot. What does it hurt? You know, drive good equipment, good mechanics that fix things really fast for you. Don't have to argue. Come on aboard. Put me down as reference. They are offering bonuses for sign-on bonuses as well. So, come on. Give it a shot. Alright, this is Phil from Walmart, Ride Lane Trucking. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.